Well, again everyone, Kris Rasmussen, Principal of Professionals Real Estate. Happy New Year to you and welcome along to another monthly video update. Obviously this one's for January 2017. Now I am sorry I am a bit late this month. Couple of reasons. One, REI and Z had some holidays over Christmas and they didn't release the stats until a bit later. But also I've actually been in New York for a real estate conference called Inman's Connect. So travelled over one day, went for it 4 days and then travelled back. I don't recommend doing New York that way, but that's where I've been. Also this month I want to talk about that, the Inman's Conference, but I'm also going to talk about our up and coming child cancer fundraiser that we do every year. We've got that coming up. Talk about the print versus digital marketing avenues. I want to talk a bit about that, particularly after being at Inman's, and our ever popular home sellers evening that we do, not for home buyers but for home sellers, an information evening there. So December 2016 sales stats. Now, like the month before, I checked some of these stats because I wanted to know versus GV, are they against the new GVs? Out of the 10 I checked, I did 10 again, 7 were against the new GVs, 3 still had the old GVs. So a little bit disappointing because it's us as agents that are sending in that information and we're sending it in incorrect. But I'm going to give you the stats with percentage above GV, etc. so you do know what's going on, but it's a little bit out. So New Plymouth City, we had 86 sales in December. So compared with 99 in November, a little bit of a decrease, but it's probably expected when you're coming into Christmas. When I compare it against December 2015, it's actually very similar, where there was 84 sales, so only a couple different there. Median sale price for December in New Plymouth City was $418,000, which is practically the same from the month before, which was $416. Percentage above GV, like I said, pretty good, but it's 16% above GV. Median days to sell was 25, which is slightly down on the month before, which was 31. Now Bell Block, again, quite low sales there. There were only 7. So we've got to be careful when we're talking median sale price because the median's the middle number, remember. But median sale price was $338,000 out there, which was considerably down on the month before. But you know, we've got to believe it's month on month and take not just 1 month into consideration. Now percentage above GV was calculated at 23% out in Bell Block. Median days to sell out there was really quick, it was 14, so pretty much went on the market, went off the market. Taranaki had a similar median price than the record-breaking result in November. December it was $351,000, so still quite high. We had 159 sales throughout the province, which is down on the month before, but again not too dissimilar to the December 2015. Now Auckland, I watch Auckland a bit because we normally sit kind of 4 or 5 months behind them, but they had that record sale price or record sale month in October, with a median sale price of $868,000. Then it dropped ever so slightly in November to $851, and then again in December it's dropped again, still only slightly though, to $840. So hasn't been a large drop overall, but has been some gradual decrease. So I'll be keeping an eye on that, and we'll give you commentary on what I believe there. Nationally, so all of New Zealand, national median sale prices is still up there. It's over 500 at 516,000. Now, tip of the month, or what I wanted to talk to you about, was our print media and digital media that we do. Now, all companies do print media. There's no doubt about that, and it's fair to say most of us are pretty good at it. But as I mentioned earlier, I went to the Inman Connect conference or real estate conference in New York. Why did I go? Well, look, honestly, it was about, I want to ensure that my team and our company can deliver the most up-to-date marketing strategies and options. It's including via technology for our clients for what normally is your biggest asset, your home. So we need to make sure we get these things right. While I was over there, it became abundantly clear that through attending that conference that the digital media has really taken over from the print and is going to continue to do so. More specifically mobile. Everyone has a smartphone or a tablet and the likes, so that is really where they've been focusing a lot of their video stuff, their 3D imagery, and now into the virtual reality, which is going bigger and bigger. They had people there from Google, people from Facebook, so some really big players there. And effectively what they've invested in virtual reality is like in the billions. So it's going to happen. Well, it already is happening, but it's going to get more and more entrenched in our daily lives. It's pretty amazing. Now, some time ago I said, instead of our company putting our head in the sand, I suppose you could say, we got hold of video and embraced it. We started doing videos on every new listing. We now have our 3D imaging camera that we use, and we image a lot of our properties that way. We've seen firsthand what it creates for our vendors and the opportunity it gives them. The buyers absolutely love it. They get to have a look through the property at their leisure. They know how the property flows. If they've got friends or family that are helping them make a decision and they're not in town, they can have a look through the property, which has been really, really beneficial. Look, the digital world is here. And it's going to grow, there's no doubt about that. The stats and percentages that people are using mobile and the speed they want things is massive. So think of your buyer, how do they view the world? So although, particularly if you're a first home buyer, you might think that you don't want to have these imageries or videos or that done, but your buyer does, because they're the millennial age, and that's what they know. They only know a smartphone, so we've got to make sure we're catering for that buyer. When you market your home, what we want to ensure is that you've touched every buyer in that market to achieve your premium sale price. No stone is unturned. We make sure that everybody knows about it. We do even Facebook advertising where we target market. It's super important and it works really, really well. So now, unless you have a fantastic digital marketing plan to go with your print media, you really can't be sure you've got the premium out of the market. So just make sure whatever reel to use, I don't mind. I've always said it's up to you. It's a personal choice, but just make sure you've got a good plan in place. So with this in mind, and after being there, we at Professionals are continuing to do our free walkthrough video on every single one of our new listings. So we're going to do that. We know it works for our vendors, and we want to make sure our vendors get the most money. Home Sellers Evening. We're doing it again. You don't sell your biggest asset too often, there's no doubt about that, and we know if we get the process right, then the proceeds will come. There's no doubt about that. So we want to help you learn the process, and we're doing it free with our information evening. We've done a couple of these last year, it went really well. Probably helps, we give you free drinks and nibbles. It brings you along, which is pretty cool. But we're going to do that on the 28th of February this year. Come and listen to some experts in their fields. We'll have lawyers there, mortgage brokers, home presentation experts. I'll be there talking about the marketing and what have you. If you can't make our new Plymouth one, we do have one in Whitetra that we're doing as well, and that's going to be the day after the 28th, and it's going to be on the 1st of March. So make sure you talk to my team. We can get you registered in those and get you along to have a look. The one other thing I wanted to bring up was our Child Cancer Foundation fundraiser we do every year. We support the local branch here by doing a fundraiser every year where we normally we make tens of thousands of dollars for them. Basically, we don't do it, it's your help that allows us to do that, but we're doing that on the Friday the 21st of April. It's going to be a cocktails and canopies evening, which we've done before. It's a fantastic event where we have lots of fun, firstly, but we have spot prizes. There's plenty of no reserve auctions. It's one of my big things. We make sure there's no reserves on these things, so you're bidding to buy straight away. Makes it fun. There's silent auctions and the likes, and we have spot prizes, which are really good. Right now we have two major items up for grab. One is a helicopter flight from Precision Helicopters, Matt Newton out there. It's a trip to the Jurassic Falls. I think it's valued at like $2,000. Well, it could go for whatever it's bid for. If it's only $100, that's what it's going to go for. But I'd hope it's not going to be that. But come along, and I'm sure it'll be great there. Also, Scooterman and Bobby from Fitzroy, they have put up another scooter. It's like a $6,500 electric scooter. It looks like a three-wheel Harley kind of thing, but it's blimmin' amazing. They do it every year for us, and they've done that again. So thank you for those guys for their support. We are on the hunt for items now. any of those kind of big ticket ones, they'll get on our posters, and you know, we'll market them as much as we can to give a bit of a give back for them donating that, of course. But if you know anybody that may be able to help us out with that, please give me a call at the office so that I can try and get that done in time. So look, that's it from me this month. If I don't see you before, I'll see you again next month, hopefully a bit earlier, but you have a great day.